Hello, welcome to the One I Have Spare Time podcast. My name is Frank, and I'm standing here, obviously wearing a Priston shirt. Priston is, or well, I guess was my favorite K-pop group of all time, but they disbanded due to some mismanagement. But anyway, that's beside the point. I was searching the interwebs because, I don't have that much to do lately. Because of the unrealistic restrictions we have, but are still expected to live a normal life. Anyway, I have nothing to do. So I was like looking through all the suggested content I am given on the internet. I mean, on YouTube. Well, it's pretty much the only internet I use, so I just call YouTube the internet. But for some reason, I was recommended some ASMR um, videos, and it's really disgusting. There's nothing more gross than hearing someone. Well, at least the stuff I saw, the 3 seconds of it, I mean, was people eating. And I don't want to hear people eat. I don't want to watch people eat. Watching people eat, or I guess hearing people eat, it's just really disgusting. And then also it reminds me of because I used to like I don't know why, but I used to like watching I used to like watching girls like drink and smoke for some reason. And I just remember one time there's this girl that liked me, and I don't know. She asked me like if I wanted to come over and hang out, and I'm like, no, not really, because there's nothing that I could picture doing with her that would be entertaining for me. And she said, oh well, I'm just gonna. Oh no, then I asked her like, well, what are you doing? Because if you're doing something exciting, yeah, I'll come over. But if not, I'd rather just hang out by myself because the favorite person, my favorite person on the planet is me. And if I had a choice between hanging out with a hot chick or me, I'd rather hang out with me because I want my time put on me. Um, but she was like, well, I'm going to drink and draw some pictures because she's like an artist. I'm like, you're going to drink? Oh, like, can I like come over and just watch a drink? She's like, sounds weird, but okay. But I'm weird. So anyway, I go over her apartment. She's drawing pictures and drinking. I sit on the couch, don't say a word to her, watch her drink. She finishes her I forgot how many beers it was, but like she ran out of beer. I went home. Um yeah, she thought I was kidding when I said I was just gonna come over and watch her drink. Half the reason why I did is because it was weird. Anyway, that led to her asking me to come over and watch, to hang out, and she goes, "Oh, you can watch me drink." And so basically, it started out like she drank a 6 pack, and then like, a couple more times it was like a 12 pack, and a couple more times it turned to an 18 pack, and it was just like her alcoholism got more and more because the more she drank, the longer I stayed because she liked me, so she wanted me to stay longer. So she was drinking like 12 beers out of an 18 pack just to get me to stay longer. And then here's the thing: if she would just go, "Hey, like, can you just like hang out longer and talk?" I actually would have done it, but because of this shit show, I'm like, I'm gonna watch this anyway. So by the time she was drinking 24 packs, that's when I started drinking too. So I would drink maybe 6 out of the 24 packs. Okay, now then this progressed to 30 packs. When it got to 30 packs, she was probably drinking, I don't know, 20 of the beers. I was drinking 10. And this is over the span of, I don't know, maybe 4 months, where it went from a 6 pack to a 30 pack. But anyway, one of these nights of the 30 pack nights, uh, it was the last night of 30 pack night because I brought a 30 pack and she had like a 12 pack, and so we drank all those beers. Anyway, I woke up in the morning and I was laying next to her in bed, and I don't remember a thing that happened. And so I tried to wake her up, and I couldn't wake her up. And so I'm like, well, that's interesting. I shook her, she wouldn't wake up. I'm like, well, I'm gonna get up and start my day. So I got up, got dressed, whatever. She didn't get up still. She still didn't wake up. So it's been about like 10 minutes of me making lots of noise. She has not moved an inch. So like I lean over her, I shake her really hard. She's not waking up. I'm like, okay. So then like I feel her neck to check for a pulse. I don't I don't feel a pulse. And then like I hold my hand over her mouth to see if I can feel her breathe. She's not breathing. So the first thing that came to my mind was, last night I must have got really drunk, then killed her. It's the first thing I thought. Okay, so now I'm thinking, I started thinking statistics. Okay, I'm like, well, I don't remember doing anything. I don't feel like I killed anyone. I'm physically fine. I'm assuming when you kill someone, it takes a lot out of you. Okay, so now I start thinking statistics. I'm like, okay, well, she's white. I'm black. Statistically, I have an 80% chance more likely of getting the death penalty if this goes to court, blah, blah, blah. Because I had a friend in college, and we were in a speech class together, and he gave a speech on how, on some systemic racism bullshit. The only thing I remember is he gave a bunch of stats. And so I had a flashback of him spouting out all these stats. So I'm like, I obviously have to, get out of this. So I have a friend who's a cop. I call her. So I call her up. I'm like, hey, listen, this is gonna be kind of weird, but I woke up next to a dead chick. Can you tell me what to do to like fix the crime scene? She goes, Frank, don't worry, I gotcha. So now I'm on the phone with the cop, and she's telling me step by step on what to do and how to clean up the crime scene. Okay, so but the whole time everything I'm saying, I'm doing, but I'm on the phone all the time. So I take the bed sheets off. Now remember, I have to like move her body, like I roll over, take off the bed sheets. I put all that in a plastic bag. I put that in the bathtub. I then get the chemicals that she told me to get in. They were in the house, and I dumped out all that inside the bed sheets. I then wipe off the body with said chemicals too. And she's on the phone. She's like, okay, check for bruises around the neck and the pelvic area. And so I'm like looking all close at her. I'm like, there's no bruises. It doesn't look like anything happened. She goes, okay, well, just make sure, like, wipe her off. So, like, I'm wiping off her body. Okay. And then put on new bed sheets as I'm instructed to do. I take the bag, the trash bag with all the sheets, and I put them in the in the washer downstairs. Like, come back up, and I just start like wiping off everything in the apartment that like I might have touched, and she's going over like double check this, double check that. Okay, now this is a long process. Okay, so now the sheets have done washing. And then I wait for the sheets to dry. I'm off the phone with her now, and so like when the sheets dry, I call her back though. And so like again, I got the sheets, blah blah blah. She's like, just put them back where just up on the top of the closet because like that's where all the sheets were. And so then like I'm still on the phone with her, and now I'm standing over the girl that's laying on new sheets now, and she wakes up. And then I'm on the phone. I'm like, hey, I gotta go. She's alive. And I hey with the phone. She looks up at me. She's like, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, I'm just cleaning up, just doing some laundry. Anyway, I'm go to work. See you later. Anyway, that's a true story. So she doesn't know that for about 2 hours, I thought she was dead, and I was on the phone with the cop telling me a step-by-step thing what to do to clean up the apartment to fix the crime scene. But what happened out of all that, she thought I was a very clean guy, very neat guy, and because I was nice enough to clean up her apartment and all that stuff after a night of partying, she thought I was the catch. So we actually ended up dating for 2 years, and we moved in together. Anyway, have a good one.